Hello and good afternoon, students. Students, we are learning about sets. We have seen so many properties, particularly commutative law, associative law, complement, difference of two sets, and one more, Venn diagram. De Morgan's law. Today we shall start application of sets. The basic first application is Venn diagram. So application of sets, the first topic, Venn diagram. What is Venn diagram? A Venn diagram, it is a pictorial representation of sets and its properties. This is Venn diagram. The pictorial representation for sets and its properties is called Venn diagram. First of all, we represent Venn diagram. Since you know already, every set is the subset of universal set. So universal set, first of all, you must remember that all these sets must be drawn under universal sets. Universal set represented, drawn like a rectangular shape, represented by omega or u for universal set. See, consider A and B are two sets. A and B are two sets. So A union B, or first write down number of elements of A union B. So when we write number of elements of A union B, so first we write number of elements of A plus number of elements of B. Here you see this portion comes under both sets, A as well as it is part of B. So it is a part of A as well as part of B. So if we write n of A means number of elements of A, it means it goes through A. Number of elements of B, so it also comes on. But set have no repeated elements, so subtract one of their intersection. This part is called A intersection B. You already know common part, so it is A intersection B. So this is your formula. Some problems is easy, go through formula, and some problems become simple if you go through Venn diagram. The region which does not comes under A intersection B is called A minus B. Similarly, the region which does not go under under A intersection B is called B minus A. So now see, number of elements of A should be written as number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B, right? Number of elements of set A is number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B. Similarly, number of elements of B should be written as number of elements of B minus A plus number of elements of A intersection B. It should be also written as B intersection A because both are commutative. Now number of, see carefully, now number of elements of A union B. Number of elements of A union B should be written as number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B plus number of elements of B minus A. Number of, see, I have done it separately. Number of elements of A union B should be equals to number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B plus number of elements of B minus A. Now number of elements of A minus B, number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B should written in one bracket. And here come to previous step. Here add number of elements of A intersection B and subtract number of elements of A intersection B. Just simply add and subtract so that value remains same, unchanged. Now write these two terms in another bracket, means number of elements of B minus A plus number of elements of A intersection B, and one term here minus number of elements of A intersection B. Now see the figure. Here left side is number of elements of A union B. According to figure, compare number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B together becomes number of elements of A. So we write it as number of elements of A. Similarly, number of elements of B minus A, this portion is our B minus A, added with number of elements of A intersection B, means this one. So this together becomes number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. So this is derivation of the formula of number of elements of A union B is equals to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B. Now consider the two sets, they are intersecting sets because A intersection B is not 5. So when the two sets are disjoint, when sets A and B are disjoint. So what is definition for disjoint sets? They have no common element. No common element, so sets are disjoint, therefore number of elements of A intersection B should equal to 0. In that case, the above formula reduces to number of elements of A union B is equals to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B. This is applicable only for disjoint set, and this one is applicable for intersecting set. Intersecting sets means they have at least one element is common. Now see, See an question. Let X and Y are two sets. Let X and Y are two sets such that set X has 40 elements. Set X has 40 elements and X union Y has 60 elements. If X intersection Y has 10 elements, then find the number of elements Y. Find number of elements in set Y. See the question. X and Y are two sets such that set X has 40 elements, X union Y has 60 elements. If X intersection Y has 10 elements, then find the number of elements of Y. So what is given? First of all, always write what are the given terms. Given number of elements of X is equal to 40, number of elements of X union Y is equal to 60, and number of elements of X intersection Y is equal to 10. What is to find? Number of elements of Y. This is to be find. We have just seen the formula, not seen but derivation of the formula. So write down the formula. Since number of elements of X union Y is equals to number of elements of X plus number of elements of Y minus number of elements of X intersection Y. So what is given? Number of elements of X in union Y is given 60. So 60, number of elements is given 40 plus number of elements of Y, it is to be find, and minus number of elements of X intersection Y, this is given 10. Make these two terms into left side. So making 40 and 10 into left side, so in right side we have number of elements of Y, and in left side 60 is already here, 40 becomes negative, so minus 40 plus 10, this becomes positive. So 20 plus 10, 30. 30 has the number of elements of the set Y. This is your result. See another question. Let n of u is equals to 700. N of u is 700. N of A means number of elements of A is 200. Number of elements of set B is 300. If if number of elements of A intersection B is equals to 100, then find number of elements of A complement intersection B complement. See the question. Number of elements of the universal set is given 700. Number of elements of set A is given 200, and number of elements of set B is given 300. If number of elements of set A intersection B is equals to 100, then find number of elements of set A complement intersection B complement. See the children, complement of A union B. Let us recall the definition of complement. Complement of A union B is universal set minus elements of set A union B. This is definition for complement of sets. So number of elements of complement A union B should equals to number of elements of U minus number of elements of A union B. Number of elements of U is already given 700 minus number of elements of A union B. This is to be found. So consider it as equation 1. Now we have formula number of elements of A union B is equals to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. Write down their value. What are given? Number of elements of A is 200. This is given 300 minus 100. So it should be 400. Now using this value is in equation number 1. So from equation 1 we have number of elements of complement of A union B is equals to 700 minus 400, which is just obtained. That should be 300. That should be 300. Now come to De Morgan's law. We know from De Morgan's law, we know complement of A union B is equals to complement of A intersection complement of B. So number of elements of A complement intersection B complement should equal to number of elements of A union B complement. Therefore number of A union B complement has element number of A complement intersection B complement, and hence just change this side. Number of A complement intersection B complement is equal to number of complement of A union B, and you have seen its value is 300. So 300 is the answer. So children, in this way we solve the problems of Venn diagram. Today, after completion of class, I will give you some more questions for your practice. In my next class, in my next class, we shall also solve some more problems from Venn diagram. It has some more diagrammatical problem and also some general problem like formula based. So our next class possibly on Tuesday. So in next class we shall discuss some more problem. Thank you.